Welcome to my channel. My name is Peteryne Jala, recently married. So we are moving to Liberia. We just sold our house. We got married 2 days ago. And we're moving to Liberia. We just closed on our house today. So this is all sold. It's not for us anymore. Lock us in the door. But we're excited to move back. We're starting a new business. A couple of new businesses in Liberia. We're building our home in Liberia. And I'm excited for you all to join me on this journey. My husband and I, as we go on to open our businesses, to travel the world, to provide jobs and opportunities for other people in Liberia. So come along with us on this exciting journey. I am so looking forward to it. For the longest time to be entrepreneurs, to work for ourselves. So we've lived the American dream. We had the beautiful house, we had the great jobs, and now we're moving to Liberia to live, I guess, our dreams, our real dreams, which is to be business owners. So we're so excited. So come along with us and let's do this. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Peteryne. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. If you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and hit that notification bell because there will be a lot of videos coming. So I don't want you to miss out on anything. So if you watched our honeymoon vlog, thank you. It was really fun, and if you have not, I will put the link up so you can watch that. So in this next series, we'll just talk about our move. Our move from the States to Liberia. We're going to go over, like packing up our container, what we do with our home, our car, and just the whole process of moving, and then we'll get into like how life is living here. Let's get into it. We started loading this morning at 7 a.m. We had some movers. It's like four movers. One left early. One stayed a whole lot later, and we paid them almost $900 while we were still working and doing a whole lot. This is what's still left outside of the storage unit. It is 8:19, so we've been working for a long time. We still have we had 5 units. We still have another one that's full. One is still full. Not full, but you know what I'm saying. One is full. I'm tired. The other one is probably like a quarter of stuff left. And this place closes at 10 p.m. So we have about 2 hours to basically put all of what's out here
We'll lock up the storage, so my husband and my dad are locking up the storage units. Um, all five of them. Three, two are fully empty. One has like a lawnmower and my bike. So that one we're gonna lock up everything and then lock up the other two. And then come here and we're gonna now put all of these into the truck, into the U-Haul truck that we have, which is costly because we're gonna pay. They were supposed to pick the shipping container, so it's a 40-foot shipping container that we got, and everything in here is for us. Everything in here is business related and our house stuff. We moved from our 5-bedroom house. So it's a bunch of stuff. Not that many because we actually give stuff away, sold some things. But here we are. 40-foot container. Seems like it's almost full. I don't know if all of our stuff will fit in it. And if it doesn't, we're gonna have someone ship them for us. But at least we have most of business stuff in there. The other items, we'll just have them come later. So we'll take everything that's out here, load them into here so we can keep them safe. So we're gonna lock everything up. It's a little bit chilly out here too. No, Atlanta is cold, I guess, for this time. For me, it's cold. Lock them up, come back tomorrow morning. At 7 a.m. tomorrow, we're gonna pick up where we left off. One of the guys from the shipping company said he'll come back at 7, so we'll pay him. And then another guy that I used to work with, I'm waiting for him to respond. But I know he's off in the morning. Tomorrow is Saturday, and he's off in the morning. So he'll come. I don't want to know what the bill is. I can already tell you. Yeah, it's a lot, but it's part of the process, and we're learning as we go. We've never shipped our own container before. My sister does shipping, so usually she does, but she lives in another state, and we have way too many things to take to her. But we've had this storage unit for about a month while we were moving out of our home. So here we are. I'm about to get off here and start loading the U-Haul truck so that we can get out of here by 10. I booked us a hotel so we can get some rest at least and get something to eat because I'm starving. I had a Costco hot dog this morning, and that's been it. So, yeah. So, we're back this morning. We started at 7:15. My husband and I came. One of the movers was supposed to come, but he didn't show up. Our friends are coming to help us out. We still have a lot of things. We still have a lot of things to load into our container. But we have all of these beds, bed rails. We are taking our U-Haul, still have some items in it from last night. And my husband is upstairs bringing in more items. chasing our dreams, right? So it's worth it. It's exhausting, but we made this decision to move to Liberia to start our businesses. So this is what we're gonna do. Lessons learned. I think in the future we will, when we're shipping container, we'll probably have a company just ship the entire container for us, and they can do all the loading and stuff because we're gonna be exhausted on our honeymoon. Um, yeah, we're gonna be exhausted because we have to do all of this today. We are driving to Tennessee. When we're done, I think the driver for this moving company comes, for the trucking company comes at 5. So then we'll get on the road, go to Tennessee, take my dad there, fly, well, drive back here because we have an early flight in the morning, like 7 something out of ATL, to Mexico, and then fly back from Mexico on Thursday. We're going to have a few days. We're going to take a few days off and then go on our honeymoon. So yeah, this is the home stretch of moving to LIB. When I complain and get frustrated, my husband just reminds me that we have a beautiful honeymoon coming up, and that this is the final stretch. Once we do this, that's all of the, well, hard work, intensive, labor intensive work for now, until we get to Liberia. But then when we get to Liberia, people want to work, so we can just hire them, to help put all of these things together to unload the container. So we've been busy, but it's gonna be worth it. All right.
We're in Mexico, our first stop out of 11 countries. Mexico is our first one, so enjoying some margaritas, chips and salsa. We're waiting on the rest of our food. After Mexico, we have a couple of trips, a couple of countries lined up. We're heading to Asia, go to Europe, Africa, and we have a surprise at the end. So super excited. Can't wait to show you everything we're doing. So let me just talk about this whole moving thing. We got married on September 12th, 2021. Oh, let me go back a little bit. So we were planning to move to Liberia. So I'll go into more details about the decision and how we went into it and everything later. But we decided to move to Liberia, and we kind of got the ball rolling. So we were still going back and forth about if we're going to sell our home versus rent it or use it as an Airbnb. And we look at all of those options. We're leaning more towards renting it and having, like a property management company just, managing it while we're here. And then we got a realtor just to kind of see. We talked to a few realtors and we said, you know what, just come and take a look at the house. We've only been in the house. We moved in 2018, so we bought our house brand new and no issues or whatsoever. So he came and he took a look at our home and he said, the market is pretty good right now, but let me just kind of I'm not going to list the house or anything. Let me just put this out there, amongst like other realtors or people who have interest in purchasing. Said okay. So he came back and the number we had in mind, they surpassed that like by a lot. And he said, well, this is the option. You can sell it and this is what you get, or we can go with the renting option. If you know, own a home in 2021, you know, like it was a seller's market, and the prices were pretty favorable for the seller. So we said, okay, it makes sense to kind of just sell the house versus rent, because then we won't have to be concerned about like what's going on with the home. I mean, and we just don't have that attachment to it. So our first one, we got our dream home. Is not, you know, we didn't have our kids in it and raising it and stuff, and you know, raising them there. So there weren't much sentimental value there, except the fact that it was our first home. You can always buy another house. So we went with the selling option. Now the thing is, this was, I want to say, maybe around September 1st-ish. And we had our house full of stuff. So Steven has always been collecting things. He sold things online and, you know, and stuff like that. So our garage was always full of things. And each room was like furnished with beds and things like that. And then we had our media room with stuff in it. Steven's office with more things. So we had a kind of like a full house, and we were also planning our wedding, and our wedding wasn't in Atlanta. It was in like Frederick, Maryland, because that's, you know, most of our family lived in the DMV area, so we were having our wedding there. So imagine planning a wedding in Maryland while you live in Georgia. So we already had that stress on us. And now this guy comes, you know, our realtor is now telling us, you know, they're interested, and these people wanted to close on like the right before the wedding. They were trying to close, and we said it's kind of impossible. We still have to pack up everything, move this, that, and the other while we're planning the wedding. We have to close like after the wedding. Only mid-10. So the date that they gave us to close after the wedding was on September 14th. So this is 2 days after our wedding. And we thought, oh, we can do it. And, you know, we're not people who ask for help from anyone. Like, we just go ahead and do it ourselves, which is bad because you need people. But we underestimated the amount of work that we had to do. And then at the time, my dad was, you know, with us. Steven's mom was with us, and we just couldn't be like, "Hey guys, we need to pack up these rooms, get out," that kind of thing. So I felt bad to be packing up the house while they were, you know, they were there, and they were spending some time with us. So they were going to like other places, and I just felt bad. So we got our storage unit. You know, we had a storage for just like maybe when he told us that you know, the option to sell and everything, we got a storage unit right away and started packing up the garage and transferring it to our storage. So we started packing up some things in the garage, some things in the house, taking it to the storage unit. And then we had our, you know, we were talking to, you know, friends and family that came to visit in Atlanta, and we went out for dinner. And it just worked out in a way. We invited them back to our house, and they were like, "Hey, yo, sure you're moving?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" It's like there's nothing packed. So I call them our family because they're family now. Like, they are the most, I don't even know, like they mean so much to us that You know, when we have our first child, they're godparents. I don't care. They, you know, they was just like, it doesn't look like you're moving. And they had just moved from their house, and so their home, so they knew, like, you know, like the struggle of packing up your home and everything. And they're like, you need help. You need to be able to get out of here. So literally, the next day, they came over, like, our brother, our sister, and their daughter, so my niece. So they came over and started helping us to pack up things in boxes, take it to the storage. And they did this every day after work. They were coming over, and we're still, you know, planning our wedding to go to Maryland. And they helped the entire time and packed up every single thing. Our house still had stuff in it. We were supposed to, like, be in Maryland a few days early before the wedding. We ended up leaving, let's say, like 3 days before the wedding to drive to Maryland. And they even let us use their car. The car was bigger, and we had so much stuff to take. And then my dad and Steven's mom also. So we needed a bigger car than our SUV, and they let us to use their car. And then we still had stuff in the house, and we needed everything cleared out for, you know, for inspection and everything before the wedding. But we had to go get married, so they stayed and packed up every single thing and cleaned the house. Like, she sent me a video the day before the wedding, and I think the day before the day of the wedding, and I was like in tears, and she was just like, don't worry, your house is, you know, as you wanted it to be. Like, it was clean, it was polished and everything. They took out every trash. It was something, and she sent me the video of it, and I am so grateful. Ricky, Tasha, and Raina, forever grateful. Like, in my life, I'm gonna always be grateful. So thank you guys. And, you know, we had our wedding. The very next day, we barely said goodbye to people, and we jumped in a car because we had to make that 10-hour drive to Georgia to close. So we drove back, got a hotel because we couldn't enter our house anymore. There was a lock on there at this point, you know, while negotiations was going on, and we stayed in a hotel with all of our, you know, like our honeymoon bags, our bag that we'll use until honeymoon, and then things that we wanted to bring to Liberia, essential things. So we had like 2 suitcases each. That was fun. And I think I was really sad when we went to see, like, the house, and we couldn't, like, get into it. And I was sad the whole time about selling it. But don't feel sorry for me. Once I saw my account, you know, a few days later, everything was good. I was okay. I was fine. And so we were staying at a hotel. My dad joined us in Maryland to continue helping us out, to pack up. And we felt bad to even ask for more help. So this is what you see. We tried to load up, you know, the container by ourselves instead of reaching out to our friends. So we got this moving company. We got the movie company. We paid them close to $1,000 and bought, like, food and drinks and everything for them. And we have 5 storage units. So even in the whole process, my dad, myself, Steven were working and actually doing more work than them, because there'll be several times that we were just sitting. He's like, why are you sitting? We're trying to move. So by like 5 o'clock, well, even if somebody left early before he was even supposed to, then by 5 everybody was like, oh, we gotta go. And then one guy stayed like all the way through maybe 7, 8 o'clock. He stayed and then he was supposed to come back the next day to continue like moving, and we were going to pay him, and he didn't come. My friend obviously didn't show up, so then I called our big brother and big sister again and said, actually I think they even called to check on us, like, how's the moving? Are you guys all done? And obviously we weren't, but they came over again and helped us to pack up every single thing and load up a container. We had to keep one storage unit that we just couldn't get rid of everything. We packed up a few boxes that we dropped off to a gentleman who ships out of Atlanta to send, to ship for us. But our storage unit was full. We gave a lot of stuff away. We trashed a lot of things because the house had things for business and for our personal use. And yeah, but the whole process, it just taught us a lot of a lesson. It taught us a lot, and I'm glad that it all worked out in the end. At the time, it just felt like it was never ending. But anyways, we loaded the shipping container. The driver picked it up, and it was like a sigh of relief that we let out. And then we took a quick trip to our official first honeymoon destination was to Mexico. We took a quick trip to Mexico. We came back, and came back to Atlanta to finish up with tying up a few loose ends and getting ready. So we stayed in the hotel the entire time. So my dad was now with my sister in Tennessee. Steven's mom was with her sister in Philadelphia. That was shipping.
We're about to board our flight from Atlanta to Vegas. Now we're out of Georgia, out of America.